Kana Riley, illustrated by Giora Carmi. Saturday was Daddy Day. Every Saturday, Lizzie's dad came to pick up her and her brother Kyle. Usually they got pizza and rented a video. But this Saturday was different. Kyle was away at camp. Lizzie and her dad planned a solid day of outdoor fun. They were going canoeing on the river, just the two of them. Lizzie was awake and dressed before the sun came up. She was so excited that her stomach did funny little tumbles. She stuffed some cookies and juice in her backpack and ran down the stairs to meet her dad. This will be the best day ever, she thought. Lizzie's dad looked up at the sky. "Red sky in the morning, sailors take warning," he said. "I hope it doesn't rain." "Oh, please don't rain," whispered Lizzie as she strapped on her seatbelt. "Please, please, please." She crossed her fingers and wished really hard. "I want this to be a perfect day." Lizzie and her father traveled across town. They had to go down a long country road to get to the river. There they found the spot where they could put in the canoe. Lizzie's dad lifted the boat off the car, and Lizzie helped him carry it to the river. The boat hit the water with a splash. "Hop in," said her father. Lizzie climbed in and grabbed a paddle. She tried not to look at the sky, which was now covered with clouds. She thought she felt a drop of rain, but she tried not to think about it. Lizzie's dad guided the canoe up the quiet river. From her place in the bow, Lizzie paddled too. They watched two ducks fly overhead. Lizzie wondered what they thought of the two strangers paddling on the river. "There's a good spot for a picnic just around this bend," said her dad. "I bet you're hungry." As they came to the bend in the river, the wind picked up. It started to blow the canoe. Lizzie and her dad paddled harder. Then Lizzie felt a splash. This time she couldn't help but notice a drop of rain. She felt another and another. Soon it was pouring. "I think we'll have to go back," her dad shouted over the sound of the wind. Lizzie was getting scared, but she did not want to cry. "Let's stop here and rest for a minute first," her father said as he aimed the canoe toward the bank. Lizzie dug in her pocket for a tissue. She blew her nose hard. "Don't you dare cry," she said to herself. "You are too big to cry." Lizzie's dad put his hand on her shoulder. "Disappointed?" he asked. Lizzie turned and hugged him. "Oh, Daddy," she said, "I wanted this to be the best day ever, but now it's raining and my feet are wet. This is the worst, best day I've ever had." Lizzie's dad thought for a minute. "I suppose we don't have to turn back yet," he said. "Let's see what we can do right here." "Get some sticks about this size," he said, raising his hands to Lizzie's shoulder. "I'll get the picnic cooler and your backpack from the canoe." When he returned, Lizzie handed him the sticks that she had gathered. He pushed them into the ground, then he laid his rain slicker over the top. "There," he said, "that should make a good tent. I haven't had a chance to do this since I was a boy." Lizzie grinned. "We can use this to sit on," she said as she spread her slicker on the ground. Then Lizzie and her dad huddled under the shelter and ate all the sandwiches. Afterward, they had juice and cookies. "This is the best picnic ever," she said. Lizzie found a strip of birch bark on the ground. "It looks like a little boat," she said. "That reminds me of something I used to do at camp," said Lizzie's dad. "We need a thin, short stick and a leaf." Lizzie watched as he set the stick up in the little boat and slipped the leaf onto it to make a sail. "Watch this," said her dad as he floated the boat on the water. It bobbed for a minute, and then the current caught it, and it started to sail downstream. "I can't reach it," giggled Lizzie. "Well," said her dad, "since our feet are wet anyway." He took off his shoes and socks and waded into the water. Lizzie was right behind him. They were having so much fun they did not even notice that the rain had stopped. Lizzie watched the tiny fish that were swimming around her feet. "Those are minnows," said her dad. The pair of ducks landed on the water. I think they'd like some of these minnows for lunch," said Lizzie. When it was time to go, Lizzie and her dad loaded the canoe and began to paddle. Lizzie called to her father. "I learned something at camp, too. It's a song." She started to sing. "Row, row, row your boat gently down the stream." "I remember that one," said her dad. Lizzie's dad joined in, and together they sang and paddled all the way back to the car. "Merrily, merrily, 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 life is but a dream." Her dad sang a little off-key, but Lizzie didn't care. "This," she said, "is the best, worst day I've ever had."